I honestly thought that Manchester United would thrash Athletic Madrid at least 3 to 4-1. Looking by the way they played against Brighton the other day, I knew Manchester United had this, but my predictions were all wrong. Atletico Madrid came with a very good strategy in hand. Let's look at the formation. Let's see what Manchester United came with. So Manchester United came with a 4-2-3-1 formation. They put their best players in front. Apparently, Cavani still has a groin injury, so Ronaldo had to play a striker. And this time, Ragnick came with a different approach. He came with all his centre backs. He put all his three centre backs. So Luke Shaw was a right wing back. But when it comes to the defense, he put Maguire, Varane, and he put Lindelof to play left wing back. I think that's a mistake he did. And then we come in the midfield where he put Fred and he put Pogba. So he played with two number sixes. And then we come in the front. He put Rashford. He put Jadon Sancho. Rashford on the left, Jadon Sancho on the right. But during the game, they were switching wings amongst themselves. So they knew what they were doing. Ronaldo as a striker. But I would have put Cavani. And then I would Atletico making a 3-5-2 system. Basically, how Atletico Madrid were able to survive in the game is that they knew who the key players were. Pogba had two people on his case. They closed the wing backs. Lindelof and Luke Shaw could not pass the midfield. So they were bossing the midfield. They absolutely blocked the midfield. And that is how they were able to get possession of the game. What Manchester United were trying to do, they were trying to, as usual, use the wings. They tried to use the wings, but they could not penetrate the wings because the Atletico Madrid forwards were blocking. Every time Lindelof and Luke Shaw had the ball, because that's where the press was starting, 5 players from Atletico Madrid would come and block Lindelof and Luke Shaw, Maguire and Varane from pressing the ball forward. So they always had the possession of the ball. So they knew Manchester United liked to use the wings, so they blocked the wings. Coming to the midfield, they knew who the crucial player was. They were overmarking Pogba to the point he was getting frustrated. He even got a yellow card in the game. He was fouling the Atletico Madrid players. Every time he got the players, 5 people were on his case. Every time he got the ball, 5 players were on his case. They were making it very difficult for him to move forward. And they're also overmarking Bruno Fernandes. Let's see how Atletico Madrid scored. So they scored from a kind of a set piece. One of their left wingers got the ball, and Joao Felix got into the penalty box, and he hit a nice cross into the penalty box, and Maguire was caught sleeping, and Joao Felix, the 22-year-old Atletico Madrid striker, headed the ball straight into the net. That was the early first half of the game. As the game progressed, second half, Ragnick made some changes. He removed one of the players from Manchester United. It was Rashford. He put in the academy product, Ilanga. Ilanga is a 19-year-old academy winger, so he's able to switch, put him in. And then he also did a midfield change. He removed Pogba because Pogba was being overmarked. He was getting yellow cards. He was also going to get a red card. And he put a DM. He put a number 6. So he put Matic. So in the second half, Manchester United were able to take control of the game from the midfield. They're able to get the midfield back. They're able to press. They were pressing Atletico Madrid in their half. They changed the strategy now. Now they were using the channels. They're passing the ball down the small spaces in the middle, and they were able to use their midfield nicely. And there was a good assist from Bruno Fernandes, who hit the ball directly to Ilanga, and Ilanga beat his defender. He bombed down the left wing and shot a far post shot and entered the goal. And that's how the game ended 1-1. So, in my opinion, Atletico Madrid made it very hard for Manchester United to score. Because because the formation, the 3-5-2 formation, it's not always about the formation. It's how you deal with players. No matter what formation you use. Let's say if Manchester United came with a 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2 formation, sometimes formations don't help. But it's how you deal with the players. When you go in other teams' half, when other teams sit deep, the midfielders sit behind like four players, and the defenders sit for is how you defend, how you attack in your opponent's half, how you find the spaces, how you position your body, how you make the crosses. You make the ground crosses, the overhead crosses. Atletico Madrid were playing very well. They were able to beat the Manchester United defenders every time. They're giving the Manchester United defenders hell. They're passing down the small spaces. They're doing air balls. They're getting correct passes. They're making the right decisions. And that's how they were able to survive in the game. Now, come next month when Atletico Madrid travel to Manchester United and meet them there, because right now it's a 1-1 aggregate. And we all know Manchester United in their home ground is very difficult for them to beat. In my opinion, if Manchester United want to survive this game, they need to come with very strong wingers. They need to come with a very strong DM, defensive midfielder. Probably put Matip and put McTominay, because those people can bust the midfield. It's very hard to pass those two people. And on the wing, they probably put Ilanga, and maybe if Cavani can come back, because sometimes Real Madrid, when attacking, they attack 3-5-2, but in defense, they change to a 5-4-1. So we need that very good striker who is intelligent and can find spaces and score against low block teams. And on the other hand, Arteta does it again. I don't know if you guys watched the game yesterday. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. What a game. Fantastic. This is the second time Arteta has beaten Wolves. Wolves are a very difficult team to beat. All their players are top notch. All the players are almost 8, 9 out of 10 in skill level. Wolves got the first hand of the game when Hugh Wang scored. A lazy pass from Gabriel back to his goalkeeper. Hugh Wang was able to steal the ball and bash it into the net. For the first half, Wolves were the better team. They were using their shape properly. Their wingers were very fast, intelligent. Let's see what formation Wolves came with. So Wolves came with a 3-4-3 formation, more of a counter-attack. And Arsenal used the same formation they used last time, the 4-2-3-1 formation, where they would press, and commit so many bodies into the box. For the first half, Wolves were better. They had good possession of the ball. They were using the wings. They were using Prudence. They were using Hugh Wang. They were using Tendoka as well. Nelson Semedo as well. They were overloading one section. They were using Nelson Semedo as a wing back, so he was going down, passing to Prudence, passing to Raul Jimenez. So the press was very good from Wolves in the first half. Come second half, after a good bashing by Arteta in the changing room, Arsenal came back, barking and biting. They pressed Wolves. Now, one thing, if you notice in the game, Arsenal looked for a weak point. They were overloading the right side, right-hand backside, the right side on the backside of Wolves. They're bombing down the right. They're using Saka's side. They overloaded that side to the point that after one tactical change, when they removed Martinelli and they put Pepe and Saka exchanged the wings. So they were overloading Pepe's side, because Pepe is very good in dribbling, can dribble into the box. And they came back with one goal in 80th minute. And since they found the weak point of the Wolves from the right-hand backside, they still overloaded that side. And Lacazette was able to come up with the second goal in the dying minutes of the game. He scored at the 92 minutes extra time. And then he sealed the game. Now, how Arsenal were able to come back is that they knew the Wolves sit very deep. So from the midfield, they were hitting air balls over the Wolves' wall. They were getting the ball over the Wolves' wall, because Wolves are very difficult to break. They sit deep and they sit tight. They close the spaces and they close the wings. So during the air attacks, they were lifting the ball over the Wolves' defense, and Saka sometimes and Nicolas Pepe were getting the ball and they would drive into the box. As soon as one of the wingers get the ball, they would drive into the box, commit enough bodies in the box, make Wolves do a mistake, and they would score. Two beautiful goals were scored. Congratulations to Arsenal. So now they are fifth in the table, only 2 to 3 points behind Manchester United. So the top four race, the position for number 4 race is very tight. Manchester United have to fight for it, Chelsea have to fight for it, and Arsenal have to fight for it. If any of these 3 teams slip, they risk to getting the number 5 position, and they'll have to play in the mediocre competition of Euro Cup. But if they want the prime cut, if they want the UEFA spot, they have to fight for that number 4 position. As for Tottenham Hotspur, well, reports are coming out that not reports, but you could see that I don't think Tottenham Hotspur is they're in a number four position right now. They're sitting deep down number eight. Antonio Conte in the last game he was beaten 1-0 by Burnley. He came to the press conference very frustrated, saying that he wants to quit the football team. He wants to quit Spurs. He thinks Spurs are not good enough. They're spoiling his reputation. He's saying the level of players are too low. This team cannot be fixed. This blah blah this and that. That's kawaii of Antonio Conte. He throws everybody under the bus when he doesn't perform, and the fault is his. He had almost 2 weeks to prepare for that game, but he did not prepare that for that team to play against a low block. So at the end of the day, you cannot blame the players. You blame him because he's the one who has the duty. He's the one who's supposed to do research on the team he's playing. He just can't come up to any. He cannot just take any strategy and go against another team, especially a team like Burnley who sit low and hit you on counter attacks. He should have done his research first instead of saying that the team is bad. Instead of saying that the team and players are good enough, instead of saying that his ambitions are high and the team ambitions are low, that they don't have any chemistry, that's just bullshit talk. So Spurs at the moment are sitting number 8 and they could even go lower to number 12 by the way things are going. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be looking forward for the Carabao Cup. Chelsea versus Liverpool, a very watertight game. I'm sure a lot of you guys think Liverpool will win, others think Chelsea will win. But put your predictions in the comments below, and I'll be doing a post review match on that game, and plus other games in EPL, in other EPL games this weekend as well. Manchester United face Watford, and that's now a good chance for Manchester United to secure their fourth place position. Watford right now are sitting bottom last in the table. Last time Watford met Manchester United, they beat them 5-0 under Ole, but this time there's a different coach, a different game mentality of players. So let's see, Manchester United really improved this season under Ralph Ragnick and under the pressure of Ronaldo and other players as well. So let's see how they play this coming weekend. Thank you guys for tuning in. Take care.